transfer market explodes. Barcelona's triple dream, Enzo's future, Salah bombshell, and more. The transfer market is officially on fire, and some of the biggest clubs in Europe are preparing moves that could completely reshape next season. Barcelona, Chelsea, Real Madrid, Liverpool, Inter, Galatasaray, Fenerbahçe, and many more clubs are already making headlines. And today we're covering the biggest stories you need to know. Let's start with Barcelona. Once again, Barcelona surprised everyone. For weeks, reports suggested that the club was still struggling financially. Some reports even claimed they were reluctant to spend around 30 million euros on Marcus Rashford. But then, out of nowhere, Barcelona completed an 80 million euro move for Anthony Gordon. The 25-year-old winger is one of the Premier League's most energetic attackers. He's fast, aggressive in pressing, and fits perfectly into the system Barcelona wants to build. Bayern Munich were also interested, but Gordon chose Barcelona, and Barcelona may not be done yet. The club continues to monitor Inter defender Alessandro Bastoni. While Inter insists that Bastoni wants to stay, Barcelona remain interested and could make a serious move later in the summer. Even more exciting is the situation surrounding Julian Alvarez. Reports suggest Alvarez wants a new challenge, and Barcelona are preparing an official offer. The Argentine striker is entering his prime years and already has an incredible collection of trophies. His work rate, finishing ability, movement, and pressing make him an ideal fit for Barcelona's style. If Barcelona somehow managed to sign Gordon, Bastoni, and Alvarez in the same transfer window, it would be one of the most impressive summers in recent club history. Now let's move to England. Chelsea could face a difficult summer. Enzo Fernandez's future remains uncertain, and reports suggest the Argentine midfielder is attracting interest from both Real Madrid and Manchester City. Many Chelsea fans are frustrated by the constant transfer speculation. However, some believe the club should allow any player to leave if they no longer want to be part of the project. Chelsea reportedly value Enzo at around 140 million euros, meaning any potential transfer would be one of the biggest deals of the summer. Another player who could leave Stamford Bridge is Marc Cucurella. Atletico Madrid are closely monitoring the Spanish defender as Diego Simeone looks to strengthen his squad. Speaking of Atletico Madrid, Bernardo Silva remains one of their major targets. However, several reports suggest that if Silva leaves Manchester City, Barcelona would be his preferred destination. Over in Italy, Inter are already planning for next season. The champions of Italy have shown interest in Liverpool midfielder Curtis Jones. Negotiations are ongoing, with Liverpool reportedly demanding a higher fee than Inter's opening offer. Inter are also looking for a goalkeeper and continue to explore options across Europe. Meanwhile, one of the biggest stories of the summer continues to be Mohamed Salah. Saudi Arabian clubs remain determined to bring Salah to the Middle East before the World Cup. Multiple clubs are reportedly working on ambitious projects built around the Egyptian superstar. But Saudi Arabia isn't the only destination being discussed. There have also been reports linking Salah with MLS, including a potential move to Inter Miami. Imagine a team featuring Lionel Messi, Mohamed Salah, and other global stars playing together in the United States. It would be a massive boost for football's popularity in North America. Another player whose future remains uncertain is Paulo Dybala. After returning from injury and finishing the season with Roma, Dybala is now being linked with a return to Argentina. Boca Juniors continue to be mentioned as a possible destination, and speculation has intensified in recent weeks. While clubs from other countries remain interested, a return home appears increasingly realistic. Now let's talk about Manchester United. The Red Devils are working on a deal for Atalanta midfielder Ederson. Reports suggest personal terms are not expected to be a major issue, but negotiations between the clubs are still ongoing. United view him as an important addition to strengthen the midfield. Meanwhile, Jadon Sancho could finally leave permanently. Borussia Dortmund are believed to be leading the race for his signature. However, Sancho may need to accept a significant salary reduction if he wants a return to Germany. Over in Spain, Real Madrid continue to prepare for the future. One of the most exciting young talents linked with the club is Nico Paz. The midfielder enjoyed an excellent season, and many believe he has the potential to become one of Europe's next breakout stars. Real Madrid see him as an important part of their long-term project. Liverpool also face an interesting summer. Manager Arne Slot has indicated that player sales may be necessary before major new arrivals can be completed. The club wants to remain competitive as rivals continue to strengthen, but financial balance remains important. Now let's move to Turkey. Galatasaray continue to work on several ambitious targets. One name attracting attention is Can Uzun. The young attacking talent impressed throughout the season with his versatility, creativity, and goal contributions. At just 20 years old, he is considered one of the brightest prospects in European football. Galatasaray are also continuing
discussions. Regarding Mauro Icardi's future, the Argentine striker remains a key figure, but interest from other countries means his long-term future is still not fully resolved. Across Istanbul, Fenerbahçe are preparing for an important summer of their own. The club's presidential election is approaching, and many transfer decisions could depend on the outcome. One player attracting serious interest is Ismail Yüksek. Reports suggest Como are willing to make a significant offer for the midfielder. Fenerbahçe are also monitoring defensive reinforcements. With Kim Min-jae once again being linked to the club, while a deal would be difficult, fans continue to dream about a sensational return. Finally, let's talk about Beşiktaş. The club are searching for defensive reinforcements and have been linked with Liverpool defender Joe Gomez. His experience at the highest level makes him an attractive option. Several other names remain under consideration as Beşiktaş continue rebuilding for next season. And that's only the beginning. The transfer window has just opened, but we're already seeing massive offers, superstar negotiations, and potential blockbuster deals. Across Europe, the biggest question is simple. Which transfer do you think will be the move of the summer? Will it be Anthony Gordon to Barcelona, Julian Alvarez's possible move, Mohamed Salah's future, or a surprise deal nobody sees coming? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. More transfer updates throughout the summer.